that is surprising to no one, the Washington Commanders have cut the cheese. What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? Is Rio Robinson back for a little Commanders update. Today is Monday, December 18th, and Washington just completed its 10th defeat of the season to the Los Angeles Rams yesterday. A game in which, per usual, our long snapper was getting our punter killed, got an extra point blocked, and some more shit. Only in Washington do you trade up and draft a long snapper that cannot snap the football. It's a very cut and dry position. There aren't many nuances or intricacies of being a long snapper. You long snap the goddamn football. Somehow, some way, over these 3 years since being drafted in 2021, where we traded up for him in the 6th round, Cameron Cheeseman developed a new technique of snapping the ball, which did the opposite, which is not snap the ball correctly. Tress Way is probably having his worst season in years, and it's not even his fault. The ball is either being snapped to the pearly gates or to his testicles every week. The ball isn't being snapped correctly, and let's call it what it is. As a football fan, we should never hear the long snapper's name. Once you draft or sign a long snapper, you should never hear their name again through their tenure of playing for your team. But a long snapper became one of the long list of weekly topics here in DC this season. And Tress Way is a great guy, one of the best humans on the roster. He's going to keep riding for his guy. He speaks glowingly and will say not a damn word about Cameron Cheeseman. But you could see it in Tress Way's pod and in his pressers in the offseason that even he thought, yeah, Cam's changed up his technique a little bit. You are a long snapper. Why are you trying to innovate your technique? There's one way to do it. You snap the football, period. You're not a quarterback, a safety, a DB. Why are you trying to switch up your technique, sir? What are you trying to do? I remember the draft, we took this guy. There was another long snapper. I'm forgetting his name at the moment, but he came with the tab generational talent long snapper. We need to stop saying words like generational talent punter, generational talent long snapper. Our best player on our team, our most consistent and our longest tenured player is our punter, Tress Way. And Cam Cheeseman found a way to ruin him this season. And he got him absolutely obliterated versus the Rams yesterday. This was a long time coming. I'm not going to hold you here all day. I'm not going to expound much deeper into it. Cam Cheeseman had to go. We should have cut the cheese a long time ago. This whole season has been the epitome of cutting cheese. We've been farting it up for 14 weeks. We now sit at 4-10. Cheeseman cut. Jack Del Rio fired. And on January 8th, everything begins. We finally get to move on as a franchise when we fire the Ron Rivera regime and everything he brought in with him. And we can start anew in 2024. I was reading an article on The Athletic that my boy Tay sent in the group chat. Shout out to Tay and Todd. They keep it real, by the way. And it was talking about how active Josh Harris was at the league meetings, specifically the front office executive accelerator program meeting that they had at the league meetings in Dallas. They said Josh Harris's charm really did a number on the room, and that boy was out there mixing, mingling, and getting busy. And the article concluded saying the owner has been very close to the vest. Nobody knows what he's doing. But we're hearing Ivy League graduate with years experience running a football operation who thinks analytically. And when I see that and when I hear that, I think of the guy our group chat has been floating on Twitter for the last few weeks. Spider-Man, Peter Parker himself, Alec Hallaby, 36-year-old assistant general manager for the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the guy I'm thinking about when I hear that story. He has been in the league for 16 years. He has 16 years of experience at 36 years old. He is huge in analytics. He is a Harvard graduate, which will mean something to Josh Harris. He's an assistant GM for one of the more put together, well-ran organizations in the league right now in Philadelphia. And he's a name that you're going to hear in the process of new executives being hiring. Those descriptions point to our guy, but who knows which way this could go. It could go a litany of ways, but just reporting what I'm reading, and we'll be able to connect the dots, and we'll be able to put 2 and 2 together and see who the team hires as a GM and then who they hire as a head coach afterwards. Out with all the bullshit, in with the new. This team can use fresh blood and youth infusion throughout the organization from top to bottom. We're sitting here talking about long snappers. Most teams are talking about playoff runs, Super Bowl aspirations. We're talking about draft positioning and long snappers being released on December 18th, a week before Christmas. Life of a Washington fan. Always expect the unexpected and always expect to be disappointed, but we get to start anew in 2024. Cam Cheeseman, thank you for your services here in Washington, and best of luck in your endeavors in the XFL, the Canadian League, on Wall Street, at Geico, or at your local Wegmans, wherever you decide to take your talents. Hone in on your craft. Don't try to switch up the technique. And do what you got drafted to do, my guy. Bag them groceries. Sell that insurance. Sell them stocks and bonds. Best of luck. We knew it was coming. Decision was made. But who cares? Just like who cares that we claimed Caillou Blue Kelly and released Danny Johnson the other day? Ron Rivera's position at this current juncture, he's just walking around the building seeing what key cards still work. He is the epitome of using all of your PTO right before you're about to either quit or be fired from your job. Ron just biding time at this point. He's just walking around the building seeing what the fuck he can do and get away with because his key card expires in 3 weeks. Bear with him. We got 3 weeks left, and then we're on the new in 2024. That's all I got for right now. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Be sure to pull up on stream tomorrow for my Commanders War Room Council. Ed Oliver, Louis T, Street Scores, and your boy. We will be talking all things Commanders 2023 season. We will start to dive into the 2024 discussions and roster building and creating a winning culture in DC. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Pull up on your boys. Until next time, Rio out.